Hi everyone, we're in a new space today. This is my new bathroom in our temporary home in South Carolina. If you are new to the series, hi, hello, my name is Ren. Basically what I've been doing in this series is trying to clear out the home where I grew up. My mother was a hoarder and unfortunately we lost her about, honestly, it's been such a long time now, probably 2 years. Time does weird things when you're grieving. But with that being said, there was a lot of stuff to try and clear out, declutter, as well as try to sell because I am a part-time reseller. I would love for it to become more of a full-time thing, but I'm just not to that level yet. There's also a lot of products that I want to actually use up. I feel like every cabinet and every time I opened up a new spot, there was some new makeup or beauty product or like health and beauty product that I wanted to actually use instead of just throwing out. So today's kind of a little update of my project pan that I had started, as well as kind of introducing new items that I'm going to try and pan into the early months of 2026. Also, a small explanation, some of the items that I was working on panning, I accidentally left behind when I moved here. I don't think I explained this yet either, but my partner and I move every 3 to 6 months for work. And so we've moved out of that house for now. I did finish this lipstick, which actually was kind of sad. I finished it about 2 weeks ago when we were out and about traveling, and it just made me sad because I actually love this lip color. It was like a burnt orange brown with glitter, like such pigmented glitter in it. So that one I finished. I also finished this candle that I was trying to pan in that previous video, and I was able to clear out the extra wax, and someone on a Buy Nothing page on Facebook actually came and picked up the jar to use as just a jar, which I love. I love a reduce, reuse, recycle. Thank you so much. A few things that I can show you that I am still working through is this mascara. I mean, you can't really track mascara. I use this all the time. I probably have quite a few uses still in that. Also, I've been trying to pan this highlighter slash eyeshadow container. It's from ColourPop. It is also a beautiful shiny gold color. I think if anything, it just became more disheveled. It's just like super falling apart. I'm pretty sure that there's a trick where you can like spray it with alcohol and like reattach it all together, but honestly, probably not worth it because I just dipped my finger in there and it's just so pigmented and glittery and wonderful, shimmery, that I don't think I really need to reformulate it. So those are two things I'm still working on. I do have that bright red lipstick that I'm still working on. It's in my car, I believe, because it was in my bag. I was wearing it the other day. Also, update on this. Honestly, I feel like I've barely used any in this. You can still see that big chunk down there at the bottom. So I definitely need to, maybe I'll just put this one in my purse and have it in place of my chapstick that I've been using, because honestly, this is just kind of getting annoying to look at, but there's still some decent product in there, like on the top. It's so crusty, I know, but that's what happens when it melts. So I'll be working on that continuously as well. But for example, that lotion was on my bedside table and left it at the old house. So when I go in for the holidays, I'll definitely continue working on that. That is something I had to kind of hit pause on. And same with the tanning lotion. I don't remember if I ended up tossing it and finishing it, or if it's just there waiting for me for next summer. So I'll give you those updates as soon as I know. Here are a few more items that I want to incorporate with my project pan going into 2026. So starting here with this triple action astringent thing. It says it cleanses, tightens, and clears, but it's something that you actually put on your face after you've washed your face. I am going to, it's like a complexion clearing, basically. Let's see. It's supposed to reduce the oil in your skin. The difficult thing with something like this is that now that it's the winter months and it's getting cold, even where I live here in the South, my face starts getting dry. It's only really oily on like during summer months and like the more moist months. But anyway, this marker here is where I'm starting the project pan at. It was actually quite a bit more full when I started this whole like decluttering the hoarder series, because I have been using this. So I'm like, let's just make it a goal to finish this up. I also don't want to overuse it to where I'm drying out my skin, but I feel like it's a good one. So there we are. This one I feel like I'm going to get a little bit of backlash for, just because I am fully aware that these are not environmentally friendly, but also I'm like, I already have them in my possession, so what's the difference if I actually use it up or if I just throw it in the garbage? It'll end up in the landfill kind of either way. And so this is some glitter. If you don't follow my other channel, my main channel, I go to a lot of music festivals and events where I deck myself out in glitter in my hair, on my face, body glitter. I'm all about it. I'm all about the shimmer, the shine. And I just have a couple different reds actually in my glitter collection. And so I'm like, might as well just finish one of them. Because why do I need like 4 different containers of the same type of glitter? But I do realize, like, I've been using this as body glitter. This like vintagey type of glitter actually resells really well. So like I've seen people sell these containers like that are halfway full and beyond for some good money, which is so crazy, right? So crazy. I'm just gonna mark on here where we're at on today. I think today's the 8th. December 8th is when I'm filming. So I'm putting myself about right there at that black mark. But yeah, hopefully by at least the end of 2026, I'll have gone to enough festivals to kill that glitter. But we will see. I should have let this kind of settle before, but this is a Fairly Traded Honey shampoo from Lush. Tell me why, y'all. I have had this for years. I know the Lush products expire, but this has actually been like working amazing in my hair lately. I'm actually going to be sad when it's finished again, which is good though, because we are meant to use our products. A part of the reason why I'm doing a project pan in the first place is, one, to declutter and make sure that like I can move some stuff out of my space. But also I feel like so often I get like a lipstick or a nail polish or whatever, and I'm like, it's so beautiful, I don't want to use it. Like I don't want to use it up. And that's so annoying. Like that's literally the opposite of what is supposed to happen. So anyway, I'm gonna kind of let this settle. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna mark this one, because I think like I could maybe get one more wash out of this. I mean, that's really not much. And I have long hair, not very thick hair, but I have long hair. And so like that's probably one or wash or so. I wonder if there's a Lush nearby where I live where I can actually recycle this and bring it back for their program. So I'm not gonna mark that, but that is also on my pan list. Okay, another thing. I didn't pack a ton of them when I moved here, partially on purpose for the idea of the project pan, but something I have a ton of is nail polishes. I love always constantly having my nails painted. They don't need to be like done by the salon because that gets really expensive, but I love constantly having them done. So I brought a few different ones in this little thing to finish up. Starting with this small one. This one, I mean, feels pretty dang full still, but you can kind of see it's like losing some of its clearing out a little bit here. So I probably have a few more uses with this for sure. This I think is technically for nail art, but the last time I did nail art was probably like 10 years ago. Like I don't really do that anymore. I just have like the plain color. So there's a couple of these that I want to pan or finish up. So I don't think I'm really gonna mark this right now, but this is definitely one I want to finish up in the next few months. Here's like my nail supplies, but I'm wondering like, maybe this one, because it's also small and it'd be, I mean, look at it, it's already like not super full. So maybe I can make that happen pretty easily. I also, okay, so random, but I also have all these like random little sheets for like nail art, and I'm like, I feel like I can't really sell them because they all have like a couple of stickers gone, and like also what is really the value in this kind of thing. So I'm like, maybe I should try and pan them. I feel bad throwing them out, but they also fall off your nails so fast. What would you do in that situation? Would you try and use them, or would you like just toss them? There's like broken containers in here. Here, let's try it. Broken containers of like glitter and stuff in here. I don't know if you can see deep in there, but there's just like glitter and like, I actually just thought of maybe I can use these kind of things in like a junk journal, because that's something that I have done and been doing a little bit, is like that junk journaling. So it's like I can have some keepsakes without them just like crap and paper all over the house. I feel like for me, the issue with the pan for the nail polish is that I don't want to just rotate back and forth between 2 colors or constantly have the same color on my nails for a long time. Because these are small, I should be able to get through them pretty dang quick. I'm going to guess like end of January to March, because by circling in some other colors, and then let's say I do my nails like once a week, that's probably likely, right? Yeah, like these are really cute, but they never actually stay on the nail, like unless you're getting them professionally done. So maybe I'll just like have these as part of like a junk. I mean, they're so cute though. Also, this is another Lush product, which would be so awesome if I have a Lush nearby that I can finish this and also send to their like recycling project. This is something I've also had for like 100 years, I feel like. Literally, I mean, it still smells good and works great. You can see that it's pretty much almost empty. It's a body butter lotion. It's definitely a thicker body butter, so I don't typically use it on like my hands, but I'll use it on like my legs, my elbows, like when they get really dry. And so I feel like I can finish this if I start using this after every shower instead of the other lotion that's by my bed. I can probably finish this really quickly, and then I can also have it recycled with the other Lush product. So that's actually a really good idea. Take a mental picture because I can't really mark this either. Take a picture of that. Pretty solid. I mean, pretty solid. And so this pretty much concludes my project pan for now. If you're interested in this kind of thing and you want more updates, drop me a comment and I can update you like maybe at the end of January once we're like a whole month into the year, and just kind of see how I'm doing. See if I'm able to cycle any new products into the project pan. And when I say new products, I just mean adding products that are already in my collection into the pan project. Okay, to be so for real, I just took a shower. I used most of that shampoo. There's like probably half a wash left in there. That's why I'm like, should I have just doubled up and like really use it all? Trying to use this to moisturize my lips. It's typically what I use this Vaseline for anyway. There's so much. I'm about to use a bunch of this. And this one, I'm in action right now. I'm in action. Upon a little more reflection, I think hoarding, and especially like product usage, it comes from the mindset of scarcity, right? Like a lot of times I feel like I don't want to finish a product or use it, even if I love it, because I don't want it to end. It feels scarce. It feels like if I finish up this product, I won't be able to get it again, or something along those lines. And I don't think that's a conscious thought process, but I think that definitely is something related to why we hoard, why we hold on to things, why we don't want to use things up. I've even had that experience sometimes in my own kitchen, like not wanting to finish up the last of the goat cheese, so I just instead gets like stale in the fridge. Let me know if this is something that you've experienced, or if that sounds like a legitimate thought process. What do you think about that? Make sure you're subscribed for more. I'm getting really creative with my ideas of what I can do with this channel. And if you're not already subscribed to my main channel, go ahead and do that. It's a lot of fun. We do adventures, music, travel, whatever. And thank you so much for being here.